Hey kids, welcome to the Oklahoma's video studio. I'm Dave Morris, joined by Abby Wolf from the Central Oklahoma Humane Society. How are you?
Great, how are you?
Doing quite well. It's a blazing hot summer day in Oklahoma City. This is the Rescue Rundown. We catch up with Abby every week to talk about various topics involving cats and dogs. And usually we get to meet one of your friends, and who do we have this week?
This is Orange. Somebody was really clever in naming her. Her name is Orange. She's a 2-month-old domestic short hair mix, and she's a female, which is interesting because a lot of the orange cats we see, we're loaded with orange cats right now, are actually males. So
I never heard about this, that most orange cats are males.
Yeah, and it's most, not all, but most, and
why is that? Is there a science behind this?
I'm not exactly sure why that's the case, but it's often, just like a calico is often a female, orange cats are often males.
Who knew? Now, do all orange cats like lasagna? So, like Garfield, right?
I have yet to test this theory, but we might have to later.
Well, Orange, and by the way, are the other 12 orange cats that you have there also color-coded names, or sort of orange, burnt orange?
They do have some funny names. None of them are just plain orange. She is the only one that has claimed that victory. But we do have some strange names on our orange cats, so stop by and see which one is your favorite.
Central Oklahoma Humane Society is over at 7500 Northwestern, and Orange is available for adoption?
That's right. She's ready to go, 7500 Northwestern.
She has some energy.
She does.
And perhaps some sharp claws.
She's like, you know what? I just want to go run and play. I see all this fun stuff in the studio, so she's looking.
Plenty of stuff to climb here.
Yes, and hide behind.
Well, this week we're going to talk about a new survey that came out, a study that came out by the American Pet Products Association, talking about pet ownership.
Yes, this is an exciting survey to come out right now because we are always looking for reasons why the world or the United States is really grasping pet ownership and how they're becoming better pet owners. And this survey has shown us just that things are improving.
It's looking at the number of households with a pet, and the survey points here are from 2012 comparison to this past year.
Yeah, and what the survey is saying is basically more people are adopting. So that is great news. We still have a ways to go on that front, but more people are adopting, which is excellent. But they're also taking better care of their pets.
Which is great.
Yeah, so the survey said that actually 86% of dogs and 90% of cats have been fixed. So that's a great,
Are you
great
surprised
statistic.
by that number?
Absolutely. You know, I think I'm surprised by that statistic because it's a little lower in Oklahoma. And it's because pet ownership and the livelihood of pets and the well-treatment of pets isn't exactly a big community value for us in Oklahoma. We're a livestock state. So oftentimes pets are treated as property. And I'm happy to see in this survey that only 1% of folks responded, even back in 2012, nationwide, that they consider their pet property.
Explain that. What do you mean pets considered as property?
You know, a pet to us at the Humane Society is much like a living being. They have
Part
rights.
of the family.
Yes, exactly. And the love that they show us is definitely much more than property. But in the state of Oklahoma and in other communities as well, they're actually considered property in the eyes of the law. So that means in cases of abuse or neglect, it can often be difficult to provide the pets with the rights that they deserve.
So Orange here would be considered like a television, a piece of property.
Yeah, and it's kind of unfortunate in the world of, I actually have a friend who just had their pet stolen from them. And it's just like having a television stolen in our state. And I think that we can do better than that.
Other states, not so much. They consider it to be more of a person. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there are some states. I know Oregon recently, or Portland has actually.
Nice job.
Yeah. Orange is looking to climb. Portland has actually recently said that their animals are beings, which is a great step in the right direction. And we're just really pleased by some of the results that are coming out of this survey. It's not all bad news.
Another thing, it says the average amount spent on veterinarian care per year per pet, cat or dog, in 2012 was about $160. That jumps up to nearly $1,300 in this survey. What do you decipher from that?
Well, while your pocketbook might not be very excited about that, I think that it shows that more and more people are vaccinating their pets. They're taking them to vet care, getting the care that they need to live long, happy lives, which is a really great step in the right direction.
Yeah, certainly the pet care is not inexpensive, but needed.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the most proactive way to prevent something major from happening. So little things like vaccines, microchips, and other measures, preventative measures, are really the way to go there.
Talk to us about adoption and why it's important to consider where you get the cat or dog.
It's important. Adoption is important for multiple reasons, but the first and foremost reason is for your community. Our city shelter currently takes in 23,000 pets every year.
That is amazing.
Yeah, well, and it's so much more than an average town our size. So take New York City, for
Perhaps
example.
that's because of what we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
The number of pets fixed.
That's exactly right. So our intake numbers are going down, but they're going down very slowly because we're starting as a community to really get into the values of spaying and neutering. But to put it in comparison, New York City, way larger than Oklahoma City, takes in 35,000, and we take in 23. So if that puts it in perspective of how, as a community, we need to step up a little bit about our pet ownership and being responsible in spaying and neutering our pets, vaccinating our pets, and just being better pet owners, then I think that those numbers speak volumes.
Wow, very good. Orange is like, I have something to say.
She does. She's like,
Or
get me up there.
Perhaps just places to go. All right, Abby, anything else from this survey we need to touch on?
I think that I don't know that she's going to let me talk.
This is good stuff.
Thank you.
All right, Orange, come here.
All right, you're going to take a swing at that.
All right.
So there's an estimated 163 million pets in the United States.
It's a lot of you guys.
Yes, and I think that's great. It's not just dogs. In Oklahoma, we love to focus on dogs. We're a dog state, but it actually covers cats as well. 65% of every household in the United States has a pet right now. So great victories in the eyes of rescues like us who are looking to save some lives and looking to make pets a priority in our community.
Good stuff, Orange. What do you think?
She's like,
She's
yeah.
I just want to run and play, perhaps do some frolicking. All right, Abby, thanks as always for stopping in. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. More Rescue Rundown can be found on newsok.com and their website at okhumane.org.